This is the brand new Nissan Ariya, a fully electric SUV that Nissan has been planning to introduce for quite a while now, but it is now finally happening. This car will be introduced in Europe here in the summer of 2022. Now Nissan has invited me to come and check out the car here in Madrid. We're at the Jarama circuit because we're gonna take this car onto the track, because this is officially not a production model, it is a pre-production model. However, it is finished for basically 99%. So let's get into the car and let's get onto the track, and then I will tell you more about this Nissan Ariya. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Finally we get to drive the Nissan Ariya. Nissan has revealed the car about 2 years ago, and now finally they are introducing this car. Not at this moment. At this moment we have to drive still on a circuit, not on a public road, but later on in the summer of 2022, so in a couple of months, they will introduce the car in Europe. So this is a pretty special car for Nissan. The car is basically, well, a crossover, and a crossover between a Nissan X-Trail and a Nissan Leaf, because, well, it's electric like a Leaf, and it's also a crossover SUV like an X-Trail or a Qashqai, only a bit bigger. It's quite a big car. It's a very spacious car, not just here in the front, also in the back. In the rear you got 456 liters of cargo space. The back seat area is quite spacious as well, and especially here the front seat area is quite spacious. As you can see, there's not like a traditional center console. You do get this console here in the middle, which looks like, well, a bit of a table, like a lounge table, but here in front there's just open space, almost like, well, an old school American car from the 50s or 60s. Now the interior is quite special anyway, because, well, the materials they have used are, well, just a little bit different than what the competitors are doing. You get this, well, wooden trim here on the dashboard. Not sure if it's a real wood. It does feel like it. It definitely doesn't feel like plastic. And what is really nice is that they integrated all the buttons, well, in this wooden panel. As you can see, they light up when you're driving the car, when you have started the car. If you leave the car, these buttons will go off, the lights will go off, and then you only see like some wooden trim. But now, as you can see, they light up, and you can just control them. So you can just set a temperature, higher, lower. You can set the fan speed here, and it actually works quite well. They're like haptic feedback buttons, so you can really feel when you're touching them, when you activate them. I haven't seen stuff like this in other cars before, and I do have to say, it looks nice and it works pretty well. You do got one physical button for the volume, so you got a round dial here, and you got two big screens in front of you. You got two 12-inch screens that also look pretty sharp, pretty nice. The infotainment system works quite fast. The infotainment system is from Nissan itself. You don't get like Google Automotive, but you do have Android Automotive and Apple CarPlay, of course. There are 4 versions of the Nissan Ariya. The base version has a 63 kWh battery pack, giving you a range of 400 kilometers. And that's actually the version I'm driving right now. This version has 218 horsepower, which is actually plenty. Acceleration is pretty good. As you can see, this is definitely not a slow car at all, but that is still the base version. There are also 3 other versions that all have the big battery pack, which has 87 kWh. That will give you a range up to 500 kilometers. The top 2 versions are the E-Force versions. They have 2 motors. This car only has 1 electric motor. The 2 top versions have an electric motor in the front and in the rear. And the top version has 394 horsepower, and the E-Force version just below that has 306 horsepower. The top model, which has almost 400 horsepower, will do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 5.1 seconds. Now, like I said, this is the base version I'm driving right now with a 63 kWh battery pack. This is actually a pretty good version to go for, because, well, it is fast enough and this one is the lightest. This one weighs 1800 kilos, and if you go for the top versions, they're almost 2300 kilos, so substantially heavier than this car. So I have to say, this car feels pretty nimble even on track. It is quite a big car. It's 4.6 meters long, so definitely not a small car, but it does feel quite nimble here on the track. So this was just a first quick drive with the Nissan Ariya. This is still a pre-production version, but it is basically, well, finished for 99%. Later on, we're gonna do a proper introduction with this car. We're gonna make a proper video showing you all you need to know about the Nissan Ariya. I hope you liked this first quick drive with the Nissan Ariya. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.